Twitch TV Live.
We have a full alert. I told you I had a secret pin. It's Wi-Fi.
Rich TV Live.
It's a 5G stock.
You know it's a full alert, baby.
And they got some breaking news. It's true. It's true. Wi-Fi.
Motherfuckers got a brother, and I was gonna blow her. And Cura did the same and made you throw up. I was talking about kush bottles, KSHB. I was talking about I ain't this and what they gon' be. It was BBO. We gave you all the answers. TRST shit, you know it's cancerous. Don't forget about Africa. We brought you into harvest. But why you still hate on the kid? Why? That shit is pop. It's just the 52-week lows. That's just how it goes. Rich TV is here. We about to make some dough. Yeah, right on everything in January. Shit is popping out. Rolling up some good in the backwood and we buffing clouds. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Yeah, full alert, it's full alert. Full alert, it's full alert. Full alert, it's full alert. Yeah, full alert, it's full alert. Let me take you to the future with ACP on top and Apria right next to that shit in the second slot. I'm like Jordan in his prime, shooting with Pippen, making money all the time, fucking with some man. Kush bottles ain't going nowhere. You know it's Dean and hype, and if you ain't watching, you ain't winning. It's time to say goodnight. Zeno with the fever, that shit diva with the hitter. You can leave that shit with Beaver. I don't fuck with non-believers. I got fire in my pocket, take my way up to Supreme. If you bet on this company, you gon' make some cream. XLY, I got lots of that. It's about to pop in fact. I ain't gotta stop the rap to tell you that you copping that. Vivo, I buy that in my Speedo with eyes closed, eating a burrito or eating on some fucking Cheetos. Yeah, you know you buy that shit. It's a new strike on these haters and the missile get you hit. Yo, bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a
10
hater
likes.
like you.
22 people, less than 50%.
Yeah, full alert, it's full alert. Yo, full alert, it's full alert. Full alert, it's full alert. Yo, full alert, it's full alert. TV Live. Ill kid, fucking building.
Oh man. So earlier this week, I told you guys I had a secret stock pick. I don't know if you guys are watching carefully, but I have like a tendency to bring you picks that do well. Been doing it for 3 years, over and over again. And once I realized that we need to diversify and get out of only focusing on cannabis stocks and focusing on the broader markets, your boy has been delivering winner after winner after winner, including my number one pick being Tesla, which, oh yeah, they exploded again today on news that Tesla is now in China. That's kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal to have Elon in China. Just saying. I don't know. The market thought so. I thought so. And we got the Tesla girl on our show. I mean, like, it doesn't get any better than that, man. Shout out to Invested Millennial, man. That's my girl right there, man. She is amazing. And her record speaks for itself. She was displaying her account, and wow, did she have a year in 2019. She's up big. So go subscribe to Invested Millennial. She knows what she's doing. And your boy brought you this company. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but if you have, all it's done is go up. I don't want to get too much attention. I don't want to gain too much attention. That's not what I'm here to do. I just want the crew, the membership, the Richaholics to know about this company. American Airs announces new 5G product lineup for 2020. American Airs Inc. symbol Wi-Fi. These guys got to have an American symbol. I'm going to talk to the company, okay, about getting an American symbol. This is nuts. Wi-Fi on the Canadian exchange is pleased to announce it has completed the design and development of 4 new key product designs specifically for the emergence of 5G cellular technology. Who told you about 5G stocks? I was telling you guys that 5G is going to be hot. Yeah, 2020 is the year of 5G. It's the year of green gold, but only the best. Only the best when it comes to green gold. You can't just buy them all right? In 2020, you can't just buy them all. We need to be very selective with green gold. Invest only in the best. And if you're not going to invest in the best, then get out of the cannabis sector and invest in the best. Invest in Tesla. Invest in Facebook. Oh yeah, they've been climbing since I said they were in my top 10. Invest in Apple. They've been climbing. Invest in Disney. They've been climbing. Invest in Amazon. Invest in Google. These are the best. Thus, they are blessed. When you're investing in the best, you're investing in yourself. This company right here, this 5G company, like I told you guys, man, they've got a product that they put on your phones and on your devices that reduces the amount of electromagnetic waves that are entering into your body. All of these devices, every device that we have is sending us radiation. Our laptops, our phones, our microwaves, everything is sending us radiation. Everything, all these devices are killing us. And if you put your phone to your brain, you will get brain cancer. That's how severe it is. Let me read this to you guys. In case you guys didn't know about this company, American Air's symbol Wi-Fi. American Airs is pleased to announce that it has completed the design and development of our 4 new key product designs specifically for the emergence of 5G cellular technology as consumers seek protection from the harmful effects of electromagnetic radiation. Isn't that what I just said? The new product will be available in Q2 of 2020. The World Health Organization, otherwise known as WHO, like the owl, like who? The World Health Organization and International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, has classified radio frequency electromagnetic fields as possibly carcinogenic to humans, group 2B, based on increased risk for glioma, a malignant type of brain cancer associated with wireless phone use. Don't put these things to your brain, guys. This is serious. Do not put these things to your brain. Always have it on speakerphone. Don't put your microwave on your brain. Guys, we got to get a higher like ratio. What the heck is going on in this room? Yo, what's up, Alberto? How you doing? How you doing, Fat Nuts? What's up, Crypto Man? Wi-Fi is up 10% today. Didn't I bring you guys that pick? I'm just wondering, like, did I not bring that pick? I don't know. I'm just checking. JB says the science behind 5G, I think it's quite terrifying, but the corporations are lit. 19 likes, 31 people here. That's a little bit better. JB says, dude, so true. Nobody likes to read that stuff. The military actually created 5G in like the 70s. 5G is going to change the game, man. 5G is going to change the game for everyone. So check this out. So this brain cancer is associated with wireless phone use. Keep those phones away, man. Keep them away. With the emergence of 5G technology, consumers are becoming increasingly aware of the possible negative and harmful effects of electromagnetic radiation. Air's rapidly growing global brand is pleased to be offering consumers protection with its new product lineup for 2020 that specifically targets protection for its customers from the negative effects of 5G technology. These products will be available for purchase on our global e-commerce platform in Q2 of 2020. So they're really pre-revenue. Mind you, they have revenue, said the company's CEO, Dmitry Sirov, who I've actually interviewed, and stay tuned, I will be releasing the interview soon. Stastita Research Department has indicated that there are approximately 4.68 billion mobile phone users in addition to mobile phones. So 4.68 mobile phone users with 8 billion people. Of course, my phone rings when I'm live, right? In addition to mobile phones, Air's products can be effective with other electronic devices such as Wi-Fi routers, baby monitors, tablets, and laptops, just to name a few, which are around us every day. Wi-Fi routers, baby monitors, tablets, and laptops. I have not baby monitors, but I have tablets, Wi-Fi routers, and laptops open right now around me and my cell phone. So I'm cooking in a microwave, and I got a microwave. So I'm literally cooking in the microwave right now. We are all cooking, just so you guys know. Phones have only been around for like 15, 20 years. So we don't even know what the long-term effects are. And everybody's using phones. About American Airs Inc. Their website is airstech.com. Guys, if there's an American symbol, can you guys go find it for me? There's got to be an American symbol. Has to be. Has to be an American symbol. Makes no sense that they don't have an American symbol. But if they don't, I'll talk to the company. Thank you guys for the 25 likes, by the way. It's really nice. I appreciate it. Thank you. It means a lot. It means that people can see this video and hopefully the video goes viral. American Airs is an Ontario-based technology company that is focused on the research, development, and implementation of innovative technology solutions to allow consumers to safely engage with electronic products of the 21st century. The company is currently engaged in the business of production, distribution, and sales of products intended to protect persons from the harmful effects of electromagnetic emissions, which is produced from electronic devices such as cell phones, Wi-Fi routers, tablets, and electrical cars, to name a few. Electrical cars? That's not good for Tesla. But if you put the American Airs products in the Tesla, you're good. That's why this company is so revolutionary. They're taking a product and putting it on your phone. Put it on your phone. It's like a chip. Or you put it on your laptop, or you put it on your microwave. You put it in your Tesla, and it's like a shield. It protects you from the electromagnetic waves. So they've created a product to solve a technology, to solve a threat from technology, which is so big and so powerful, this technology, and so game-changing that even though it's not healthy for humans, we're still introducing it. That's what this is. That's why this is a game changer. This is why I had to bring it to you guys first. This is what I like to do. Identify undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed companies. Yeah, I want to talk about Tesla, and we're going to talk about Apple, and we're going to talk about the big companies, but we also got to look for the little companies that are going to be the home run in the future. As a community, I want to find all the winners, whether they're small, medium, or large. And as a community, we have so many eyes now, we have so many ears all over social media that I believe that we can watch every single asset 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and try to identify the bottoms and the buying opportunities in every single asset class. Whether it's Forex, whether it's options, whether it's stocks, whether it's cannabis stocks, gold, tech stocks, 5G stocks, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. I've been talking about this for 3 years. I told you guys Bitcoin would explode, and Bitcoin's going up. When you watch a market consistently every day, you start to know its patterns. You start to know its history. You start to read the news. When you open up your world of investing to more assets, and you give yourself the ability to make money up and down, you really truly start to understand how close you are to true freedom, true success, true financial freedom. True financial freedom to me is the ability for me to do whatever I want, whenever I want, go live, make videos, and not have a boss. And I've been doing that for years. So to me, that's my idea of freedom. Could I make more money? Absolutely. Could I be happier in a lot of ways in my life? Absolutely. Am I perfect? Of course not. Do I make mistakes? 100%. Have I made a lot of mistakes? Yes. Will I make more? Absolutely. If you don't make mistakes, I believe you won't make anything. So, my goal here with our community is to get better, to learn from our mistakes and get better and keep getting better and keep getting better and keep getting better. Because I've only been doing this every day for 3 years. I believe it takes 8 years to be an expert in anything you do. So that's why people go to school. That's why people go to university, to gain an education, to develop their skills and their expertise so that they can go and operate. That takes time. That takes years, right? So, it's not going to just happen overnight in anything you do. And trading is the same thing. In trading, I've been trading since 2007 actively. But I haven't actually traded the way I'm trading now, where I'm like literally looking at the markets every single day, looking at everything from gold to silver to oil and gas. I'm looking at big board stocks. I'm looking at penny stocks. I'm looking at cannabis stocks. I'm looking at gold stocks. I'm looking at tech stocks. I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at the entire market. I'm looking at pairs. I'm looking at Forex pairs, Canadian, US. I'm looking at GPD, the Great Britain pound versus the Japan. I mean, there's so many new tools to make money with. It's literally, abundance is real. It's just pure abundance. But at the same time, you have to have rules and you have to develop your skills, and that takes time. Every business needs to develop their skills. Every business needs to develop their rules. Everybody is constantly learning and developing their skills, myself included. I think as a community, we need to, what's up, James? How you doing in Dallas, Texas? Everything's bigger in Texas, bro. I'm a huge Cowboys fan. I'm so happy that, Uncle Slammy, I have a special guest. Check this out. I have a special guest. Uncle Slammy.
Yo, you there? Can you hear me?
I'm live, buddy, and interactive. How you doing, my friend?
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear me?
What are you guys talking about right now?
Well, I'm talking about the big news. There's this company called Wi-Fi, and they have a product that you put, the symbol is called Wi-Fi. The company is called American Airs, and the symbol is Wi-Fi, W-I-F-I in Canada. I'm trying to figure out if they have a US symbol. We're going to make sure they get one. This is a company that protects you from electromagnetic radiation. And I don't know if you're aware, but all around us, our phones, our laptops, the microwaves, they are emitting electromagnetic radiation into our bodies and creating brain cancer and tumors in people's brains. Were you aware of that?
Yes. I've been around my life, and it is not pleasant. You don't want to be near that stuff. Like, you don't want to jump in front of a metal dish. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, so I have a company that I found called American Airs, and they have a product which is like a chip, and you put it on your phone. It costs, I guess, there's some products that cost as much as $300. There's some products that cost as much as like $100, and you can put it on your devices, like your phone, your tablet. You can even put them in Teslas, because even Teslas emit electromagnetic radiation. Electric vehicles emit electromagnetic radiation. It's something that Tesla doesn't talk about, but it's actually true. So it's actually not good for you to be in one of those. It's like being in a microwave. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, but so talk to me about that technology now. Is that technology is proven to reduce, or
yes, this is patented products. This company has patented technology, and they're working on global patents all over the world. And they have a product you literally put on your phone like a shield, just like a little chip, and then it protects you against the electromagnetic radiation, and it's patented.
That's That's very smart due diligence right there, man. I like it. I like it. Is there anybody big? Is there anybody big doing this thing, or will they be bought out? You think, or
I think
the club?
Yeah, I think there's a very good chance that they're going to get bought out. And the stock right now is at 66 cents. And I brought it on Monday. It was at 59 cents. And when they did their IPO, they came out at around 28 cents. So they've been just climbing consistently, quietly, under the radar. And they just broke some news. They traded 1.2 million shares today at 66 cents. And the news just broke after market. So I believe tomorrow it's going to explode. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing fight for $1 in the very near future. It's at 66 cents. It was up 10% today, traded 1.2 million shares. And if you look at its chart, all it's done is go up.
Wow.
So
what about, when did it IPO? How long ago? Is the insiders allowed to sell yet? Or
it IPO'd on November 7th at 28.5 cents.
So November, December, you've probably got a little time still before all that nonsense. So maybe you might have something there, man. You might have something.
There's only 109 million shares issued outstanding. It's got a very tight float. So I did my due diligence on this company for about an hour on Monday. I went through everything, and all they've done is go up. So on Monday it was at 59. On Monday it was at 59 cents. Today it's at 66 cents. Symbol is Wi-Fi.
How are the sales and the debt? How's the sheet? How's the debt sheet?
It's good. They have $6 million in the bank, and they have no debt.
What's the market cap, would you say?
Well, they've got 109 million shares, and they're at 66 cents. So they've got about a $70 million market cap.
Wow, that could reach 100 million real easily from there.
Yeah. So, I mean, literally just found this company, just discovered it right now, bringing it to everyone in the world. And I don't even know if they have a US symbol yet. But I wanted to bring it to everyone's attention because they had some news that they're bringing their proprietary technology and focusing on creating a solution for 5G, because 5G is military technology. And that technology is actually emitting a lot of radiation, and it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. So despite the fact it's not good for us and it creates cancer, we are going to have it around us everywhere all the time very, very soon.
Yeah, and they won't know the effects for 10, 15 years of it, really.
Correct.
So that's interesting, Rich. I think you're onto something. And the symbol, it sounds like a smart company because they picked a great symbol.
Right? Wi-Fi? Like, I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Everybody knows that symbol. So I think it's genius. So these guys are very smart. A lot of the management is Israeli. So they have, I think they have a pretty strong team. I went through the entire team, and they're based out of Ontario, close to Toronto. So I think that they have a lot of potential, and I interviewed the CEO. So I'll be bringing that interview out. But now that you're on the show, let's talk a little bit about you. So where are you from?
Well, I'm from Paramus, New Jersey. That's about 9 miles from the city. I grew up in Paramus. I was a theater brat. I was on Broadway and off Broadway as a kid, many years. I did a little bit of film and stuff, but then I missed the chicks. I went back to school, around in high school. And then I messed around with the theater and stuff after high school for a while. But then I started getting into video and production. And I worked for a B&R company. B&R is back in the 80s and 90s, video news release. It was a way that pharmaceutical and mobile and gas companies used to make up news stories, try to get their name out on air, and get their name out. So I did that for a while. And then I ended up walking into a place called CT around 1995. All that stuff started. About 1994.
Uncle Slammy, you're cutting out really bad, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting a little feedback from myself when I'm talking.
Do you want to call me on WhatsApp instead of Telegram?
WhatsApp? What is that?
Oh, you don't have WhatsApp? You don't have WhatsApp?
You guys are so technical savvy here.
No, or call me directly, or just call me on your phone directly if you want. It'll probably be a little bit better because sometimes Telegram doesn't have the best reception. I just want people to be able to hear your story, man, because you're a very interesting, entertaining guy. And right now you're kind of cutting out.
Yeah, you're cutting out on my end. So what do you want me to just try that number that attached to this thing?
Yeah, you can call me directly if you want. You want me to call you directly?
Yeah, call me back.
I think I have your number. If not, just text it to me, and then I'll call you.
Yeah, you should have it. If not, I can text.
Okay, let me try to call you. Hold on.
It should be up.
I'll try to call you. Hold on.
All right.
Uncle Slammy. So Uncle Slammy is in New York. He is. I'm gonna tell you a little bit about him. He's a cameraman, and he's in the film business. And he's done a lot of work for guys like Mad Money, Jim Cramer, and he actually gifted me the Bull and the Bear. I don't even know where those are right now. He gifted me the Bull and the Bear, wherever they are, from Mad Money. And he's a dope guy, and he's in our Telegram, and he's a very funny, entertaining guy. And we're always joking in there and laughing and talking about different things, and everyone's kind of taking shots at him, but he's a good guy. So let's get him on the call here.
Stand by while we complete your long-distance call. To avoid this message, please dial 1 before a 10-digit long-distance number. Thank you.
We got Slammy on live, man. We got Slammy live.
Let's try that. Is that better?
Oh, that's way better, buddy.
Yeah, you sound better too. Excellent.
So
Yeah, around 1994, 95, I stopped doing the VNRs and walked into a place called CMC that Roger Ailes had just started. And I started working there freelance, doing some stuff. It was fun. But then I came across a guy that was a DP for the show Oz. I don't know if you remember the prison show that was on HBO, Oz.
oh yeah, that show was awesome.
Yeah. Well, he was the director of photography, but he used to do what I do now, and he had all the camera equipment and stuff that he was looking to sell. So I bought it from him, and I bought all the stuff myself, and then Fox News had launched. So I said, hey, why not work for myself and make $1,500 a day? So I worked with my camera, and I worked for Fox News for about a year and a half. And then they tried to hire me because I made like sick money. I was making like $1,500 a day. So all the staff guys were getting a little bit jealous. They tried to hire me, and I said, I don't know about that. And while I was thinking about it, CNBC had called me back and asked me to come work for a couple of weeks. And if I did, they would give me a staff job. And I just had a kid, and I thought maybe that would be the smart thing to do. So I did that, and I was at CNBC until about 2 years ago. So now I'm just like stringing around, just working for Fox 5 and Channel 2 in New York, doing some freelance, trying to trade more and work less. And that's where I am now, you know. But I got a long history. I've been around this stuff a long time. It's been in my ear, you know. I've always had a bug for it. But when you work at CNBC, you're not allowed to trade. So, you know, that's why it was great once I left CNBC. I started trading again.
Well, you know, I'm really happy that you're part of our community. Obviously, 2019 has been like a nightmare for the cannabis sector. You know, like honestly, everyone, like I talked to a friend of mine, and he told me that one of our friends has lost $1 million in the market this year in cannabis stocks. So I mean, like there's people that are down everywhere. So it's been a nightmare. You know, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? You know, we were joking, you know, a little bit, and you're pretty hard on Aurora. People are like, don't let him talk about Aurora. Don't let him talk about Aurora.
Yeah, no, I'm harsh on it. I'll still out for you guys. I know a lot of you guys hold it. I bought it for my kids. They're all upset at me. I hear it every day from them. But yeah, I don't have, you know, they don't have as many shares as all you guys do. I'm just very upset at the CEO. I'm upset at the sales, the stock structure. I'm upset about a lot of things with that company. But I understand what they're doing. It's going to be a long road, and hopefully somebody that knows what they're doing buys them up. That's my hope.
Reefer Al Joint says, yo, let him know that I grew up on the Manhattan side of the GWB. He'll understand.
Yeah, sure. My man.
And Uncle Slammy, what's your predictions, man? What do you think? Let's have some predictions for 2020. What's going to be hot? What's going to be not? I've predicted a market melt up. Do you agree or disagree with that? I think that 5G stocks are going to be hot in 2020. I think Bitcoin's going to be hot. I think that the big stocks, the FANG, keep going higher. That's my opinion, and I've been right so far. I predicted Tesla would go up. They've been going up so far. I think it just keeps going. I think that 5G, Bitcoin, and some cannabis stocks, the best at some point will explode in 2020. Not the garbage ones, not the ones losing money, but the best will explode at some point in 2020. So these are my predictions publicly I've made. What do you think? What are your predictions?
I think ever since I found your room, Rich, I've noticed one thing about you. You stay on top of stuff. You're all over it. And that's most of the game. If you follow along, that's 80% of it. And you really do have your finger on the pulse. The only thing I disagree with the melt up is that I think there's an unseen correction coming, and it's coming very soon. I say 5 to 10%. It'll be very quick. But then I believe that Trump and the administration will throw the kitchen sink at it to keep that belt up going. I do agree with that.
Have you noticed that though? Every time, like even on Monday, the markets were red. Futures were down big, okay? Pre-market. And the market opened red. They finished green. They're just pumping the market. You know?
Yeah, well, you know what happened last month. A lot of big money moved into the market. So that's not just me and you. That's like smart guys that know what the hell is going on.
I don't mean just money. I don't think it's just money that's going into the market. I think it's also the quantitative easing. Like when you've got billions and trillions that you're just printing and you can pick and choose whenever you want to buy those stocks. Well, every time the market's red, you know, Trump just makes a call, says, all right, boys, let's buy it up. Like every time it dips, they buy it up. Like I cannot believe the move that Tesla's making. The move that Tesla made has been legendary. It was at $184. It's at $469 today. It hit. That is what 200% within the year from the low to the highs. I mean,
I was fortunate enough to buy once you made that tweet, it dropped down to 220s or something, and I bought some and I wrote it up to 300, and I thought, it could never go higher than this. So I was wrong. The thing is, it's monster, and actually, I bought a put today when it hit 270. I bought a put today because I said there's no way, and it's still closed strong. So I do believe it's still going to go higher. I think maybe we'll get I think I should be able to make a little money on a little dippy before it goes higher, you know, if you look at charts statistically. But yeah, that thing's going to 500 for sure, man.
It's just momentum, right? Like what's going to stop it? Like today they announced that they're going to be doing business in China. Like that's huge. Crazy. Tesla in China? Like you got the biggest market in the world and they just entered now? Oh man. Like it's game over.
Yeah, you look at the volume. You look at the volume and you cannot believe that people are buying this thing at 430, 420, 450. They're going to be buying this thing. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
Well, people are buying Amazon at, 1900. People are buying Google at over 1,000, right?
That's the best prediction of the day that you just said, Amazon. I think if you buy Amazon right now, even where it is, you're going to be fine by the end of the year. They got rid of FedEx. They're doing it themselves. It's going to pay off.
Oh, that's huge. The fact that they're going to be doing their own and cutting out the middleman, they're going to make so much money. It's going to be crazy.
And they lagged last year, Rich. They lagged behind all these other guys. They are going to be the number one guy this year.
Well, the only reason why they lagged is because they've never been afraid to invest in their future, to be the biggest, to create a monopoly essentially. And that's why that's where I feel like you don't understand with Aurora, because the one thing you don't see that I see is that Aurora is in every single store in Canada. Every single store is carrying Aurora product. I mean, I can't explain to you how important that is, right? So when you're saying, you think that Aurora is going to fail, despite the fact you hold the stock and I hold the stock, despite the fact that, they're on every single corner, they've been a massive disaster. Clearly, the stock is down massively. So they continue to fall, right? And they've got everybody's attention. Short sellers like Andrew Left are calling for zero. Andrew Left has personally messaged me and said that he believes it's going to zero. And the last time he said that to me was Namaste, and they went to 30 cents. So I'm a little bit concerned for Aurora. I'm not going to lie. But as far as actually having products on the shelves, they've probably done as good as anybody in Canada of having what I would call first mover status, because they're on the shelves. People know the brands. People are buying their products right now all across Canada, and they're in 25 countries. So yeah, it's cost them a lot to do that. But if they can get a financial partner like we've seen Kronos Group get, like we've seen Aurora Canopy Growth get, I think it's game over. They automatically go to the front. Automatically.
Yeah, it could happen, but I have a question about Aurora. Do they do white label also, or are they just Aurora? Do they sell to a lot of other people just as a white label?
I don't believe so, but they may have just like they have themselves so many companies that probably white label, right? Because Aurora is a group of like 40 companies, private and public. So I'm sure they have entities within Aurora that do white labeling, because Aurora is vertically integrated in every aspect of this industry, from hemp to CBD to flour to gummies to edibles. They literally are first in every single area of the sector and extraction, because they have Radiant Technologies, which is a massive extractor. So they are essentially vertically integrated to globally sell and distribute all of those products in 25 countries right now. So I actually feel like they are better equipped right now globally than anyone else in the world. However, financially, they don't got that financial backer like Canopy Growth does and like Kronos Group does. And that's what's putting them at risk and why the shorters are attacking them.
Doesn't that raise alarm bells that they don't have that by now, being as big as they are?
Sorry, say that again?
Doesn't it raise alarm bells to you that as big as they are, they do not have that yet?
Well, I think it's pretty clear that if you're a giant, you're going to want to buy these guys out at 10 cents on the dollar. So there's a lot of reasons why the stock is going down. And you're going to see that you're going to find giants try to take them out to either acquire them.
My feeling on all of cannabis right now has changed since about like October, November. I finally convinced myself, okay, this is something I'm going to tuck away and not worry about until U.S. legalizes medically. And I'm going to do what Acreage Holding does. When Acreage Holding uplifts, I'll know that's the time to start buying these things again. That's how my mentality went to. But the whole thing with ACB, that guy, the CEO, I understand he's leaving, and there's some board guys leaving. That's positive. I think that maybe they might sell some of their stock or whatever on the way out. That might keep a little pressure on. But if you're going to buy the stock, I would buy it slow and buy it consistent. Try to find the month low and try to buy some every month, maybe.
My opinion on cannabis stocks right now is that the sector sucks. I've seen C-Web get crushed. C-Web is a really good company. C-Web is a great company, but you know what happened to C-Web? You know what happened to C-Web, right? Like they got clipped by the FDA.
Yeah, with that CBD stuff, I know.
Yeah, the FDA came out and said that everybody needs to be lab tested before they should be selling CBDs. And these guys are the largest CBD company in the world. So they've taken a hit. Well, I mean, it's a great opportunity for investors, but the problem that they're having, I'm assuming, is that how do they aggressively advertise right now? They can't, right? So it's a tough situation for them, right? They have to figure out.
What's your feeling on MedMen? Do you think they have a chance?
I think MedMen is in the exact same boat as Tilt, Saniva. Well, Saniva is way worse. Cannabis. These are companies that were growing in a sector that was just throwing money at everybody. And then what happened was these guys bit off more than they could chew. So all these guys bit off more than they could chew, and they ran out of money trying to grow too big too fast. And what happened was their stocks tanked. So they're not able to raise the type of money they were before because they just don't have the equity, because their stock has no value. So what are you going to do? You're going to print hundreds of millions of shares and billions of shares. Well, Cannabis actually physically did that. And obviously that's not good. And that's why their stock is going down more. And when you do that, you you put yourself in a situation now where it's going to be the majors that are just going to try to buy you out, or you have to succeed. And some of them will, and some of them won't succeed.
Have you seen any M&A lately? Have you seen any merging or any buying of cannabis companies? Have you seen any of that starting up again?
Not really. Not really. And I think
that would be a
and I think the reason is, the number one reason is that the sector is so bare. Nobody really feels like the stock has enough value to do any acquisitions. The only companies that I think we'll see do acquisitions will be companies like IIPR, companies that have high share prices. Maybe Trulieve, because they have a higher share price. If you're going to do an acquisition, you're going to do it when your stock price has some value. You're not going to be able to do that when your stock price has little to no value, or you're going to really dilute your stock. Another reason why is, to be honest with you, none of these guys know what they're doing. Like, clearly, none of these CEOs know what they're doing. Like, a lot of people are talking about Huge today. I mean, Huge is a great example of a company that did a reverse split, and they did a reverse split, and the stock went from over 1 billion shares to 7 million shares. So now they've got a tight float. Now that they've got a tight float after the reverse, I think they went to $8, maybe $9. They went down to $5. Everybody was laughing, talking about shorting it and how they were going to slaughter it, and it was an easy short, and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what happened? All those guys that were talking about shorting the stock, they got squeezed, because today, Huge went all the way up to $14.
wow.
And why did they go to $14? It's not because of revenue. It's because these guys are good market guys. I'm telling you right now, they're market guys. How else were they able to get Huge listed on the NASDAQ without any revenue?
Yeah. That's pretty good, man.
So these guys are market guys. The guys behind Huge are market guys. Let me remind you what Huge did. Huge did an IPO at 7 cents. I talked about it first on Rich TV Live. It went from 7 cents to $1 in the cannabis heyday. Everybody made a killing. It was the talk of the town, and then went all the way back down to 5 cents, 4 cents. And at 4 cents, everybody was talking about how it was a piece of trash, this and that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So then they did a reverse and went from 1.1 billion shares to 7 million shares, opened up at 9 cents on the NASDAQ. And now they went to 4 cents initially. Everyone was saying they're going to go back to 0. It's a joke. It's a nightmare. I was worried for shareholders, and here we are now. They went back to 14. I don't know what they finished at, like 12 or something. But they were up big today. And they've been the talk of the town.
What's going on with blogs? I've seen a lot of activity over the last month. I've seen a lot of buying, and then it got quiet, and then there's a lot of buying again. Is there any news on that?
Who?
The blogs, the breathalyzer one. Blogs.
Oh, BLOZF. Well, I believe what's happening with BLOZF is that they are really in the driver's seat to be one of the companies that the government is buying breathalyzers from and testing drivers for driving under the influence of cannabis. So
now, are they talking about 4 hours later, or is there a time limit?
Yeah, it's 4 hours. It's 4 hours.
Yeah, that's interesting to me. I bought a bunch of that stuff and it went down, but I'm not worried about that one for some reason.
And the thing I don't understand is how can you tell if it was 4 hours, 3.5 hours, 5 hours? That's a really, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very it's opinionated almost. It's not really like, how is that factual? It's kind of weird. And if you take an edible or a drink compared to blowing a bone, like, what the hell?
Well, if you take an edible, you're gonna have to take like 50 in Canada, because here in Canada the edibles are a joke. Each package is.
I'm making fun of that, but think about it. They're gonna just sell so many more of them because
No, I know, but you're wasting a ton of money on packaging. So the companies that are gonna make a fortune are the packaging companies. They literally package. They package these one-page. They package these pre-rolls. So you buy a $5 pre-roll, $6 pre-roll joint, and they package it. So you got this huge packaging for one joint. You want to talk about waste? Man, it's nuts.
Oh my God, that's the thing. You know, I don't want to offend any of the snowflakes out there, but they got a point. The packaging is incredible. It's so thick and it's plastic
right.
and it's to wrestle with it to get it open.
That's right, because they have to they have to childproof everything. Everything's childproof. Because, you know, you got gummies now. They look like little gummy worms. They look like little, you know, like little mints. They come in so many different forms where a kid could take it, right? But the reality is they've made it so crazy because each package is only 10 milligrams. So even if a kid did take it, they're not going to get anything from it because 10 milligrams is nothing.
Yeah.
Like 10 milligrams is nothing.
I bought some gummies up in Massachusetts at that high-end SU place. I think it's private. It's not public company. But they had like it was like 100 milligrams, like five milligrams a piece, 20 pieces. I took the whole thing and then I ate a chocolate bar and that was plenty for me, you know. It was great. And it was like $60 or something. It was fine.
Sorry, how many milligrams? How many milligrams was it?
They were 5 a piece with 20 pieces, so it was 100 milligrams.
100 milligrams. So
it was
100 milligrams in one package.
Yeah, but each individual thing was 5.
Yeah, so just imagine that in Canada, you can't have a package with more than 10.
That's crazy to me.
That's what they're doing. That's what they did. So this is why the cannabis sector has been such a nightmare in Canada since legalization, because they've literally screwed everything up.
Yeah, well, that's another problem. You know, I do a lot of news. You don't have to take my word for it. I know I sound crazy and I talk in riddles, but I'm serious. I went down the shore in New Jersey and went to a head shop for a shoot for something else, and they were telling me they don't want the government to make it legal. They just want it decriminalized because they don't want them messing it up. They know that they'll mess it all up. They're really worried about that.
Yeah, like Cherish It is saying they're selling 200 milligrams on the illegal market, peach fuzz. So can you imagine? You're selling 200 milligrams in the market, and then the public sector is selling 10 milligrams. How can you compete? It's like a joke. It's like literally a joke. So these public companies, I feel bad for them. They're not even allowed to really compete with the black market. Because, well, this is the problem. This is the problem. The black market is laughing at the public market. Because by the time the public market has to pay for these huge facilities and they pay the government their piece, they pay their taxes, they pay all their employees, there's no money. There's no money. So the only way they can make money is by selling stock. So guess what everybody's doing? They're all selling stock. And that's at our expense. So I've been trying to tell the community, guys, we got to wake up and we got to put our money in things that are going up. Not something that's constantly going down. We can't continue to get destroyed.
Are you still money into cannabis every month? Or are you putting a little money?
No, man. I haven't invested in cannabis. I mean, I'm still buying, the ones that are good here and there. I'm always going to buy them, but I'm not going to be throwing money at the cannabis sector like I was. That's for sure. And I already own a bunch of stocks, so I'm just going to wait until they get better, and I'm going to have to lower my cost. I mean, that's the only way to do it. But at the end of the day, I'm not excited about the fact that it's capitulation. Like when you have nobody giving them money because CanTrust decides to grow behind walls and gets all the biggest banks in Canada screwed. So everybody says, hey, you know what? Let's pull everything out. This is too dangerous. We're going to pull out now. So they decide to pull out and nobody's got money now. And before that, it was a free-for-all. Banks were throwing money at these companies. So all of a sudden, you're thinking one thing, and then everything changed. And it changed right around what happened with CanTrust, right around the summertime of 2019. Right when CanTrust started having their scandal, everything changed. And
but then you got the vape attack that was on top of it.
That's right. So then you got the vape attack. Then you got all the shorters making billions shorting the sector. So they're not going to stop. So it's just like a pile-on effect. It's a pile-on, right?
You guys have a fund up there that you could actually buy the short them, right? We don't have that down here where you could buy and you're shorting the cannabis sector. Don't you have a fund?
Yeah, I mean, you can short anything. Yeah, the HMJI ETF.
Yeah, we don't have that here. But thank God, if we had that here, it would be worse, I think.
No, I think you have it there. I think you can buy that there. I think they have a US one. Pretty sure.
I didn't notice it. I know I always did. The YOLO intrigued me because they constantly buy and sell and they reorganize constantly. That interested me for a while. But I like Justin, your Aurora #1 fans idea. He's like, okay, Aurora's kicking my ass. You know what I'm going to do? I still love cannabis. I'm going to invest in a mutual fund every month. I think that's the way to go.
I think there's a lot of different things you can do to create less exposure to these markets right now because the markets are very dangerous. But I also think it's crazy not to be looking at the broader markets and investing in assets like gold and Bitcoin when they've been flying. Like Bitcoin has Bitcoin is up. Bitcoin broke 8,000 today. It was at 3,000 at the beginning of 2019. So Bitcoin's up 150%, right?
There's no doubt, man. You're all over that shit, dude. You called the gold, you called the Bitcoin. You did, man. You called it early too.
And the reason why is because when and this is just based on like experts. I study experts, and they're all saying that when there's more volatility, people are going to go to gold. And then with crypto, the reason why I believe in crypto is that I truly like using crypto. I have no problem sending and receiving money through crypto. And because I use it, I look at it like another one of those things that the whole world will be using one day that people just haven't caught on to yet, that, you know, millennials are using every day. And I think it's going to become part of society. So my brain is triggered to think, okay, since it's going to be a part of society like cannabis, this is going to be big. Now, that's not to say that it can't go down, just like cannabis stocks did. You know, I didn't see the cannabis stocks going down the way they did. I heard people say it would, but it never did. You know, like over the last 3 years, there's always been this huge run up, massive run up. This is the first year where the run up happened early in the year, and then it went down consistently for the rest of the year. This has not happened historically in the cannabis sector. This was the first time. Now, if you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is up way more than cannabis. Like Bitcoin is up crazy. Like Bitcoin was under $1. Like Bitcoin was under $1. It's at $8,000. So clearly Bitcoin has some intrinsic value, despite what people want to say or what they think or what their opinions are. In my opinion, Bitcoin is and will always be the #1 cryptocurrency. There's a lot of people that believe that Bitcoin is actually old technology, and there will be a new Bitcoin that will be better than the Bitcoin. But the thing that I look at is people don't even understand Bitcoin. How the hell are you going to introduce them to a new currency?
Yeah.
Right?
You know, that's the thing about your room, man. People should open up the stuff that are being put in there. There was a whole thing about Russia. They're trying to turn their whole thing out of the ruble into the ETH. They want to go total crypto. That was posted in your page. I read that thing and I was like, holy crap, Russia wants to move to ETH instead of the ruble, and they're doing it.
Oh, and I'm telling you, they're going to do it because Ethereum is like behind Bitcoin. Ethereum is the #2. Because if you understand crypto, Ethereum is the coin that all the ICOs open up their coins under. So every single new blockchain development that happens, for the most part, runs through Ethereum. And the reason, so that's why Ethereum has so much potential. But Ethereum also is exposed to the fact that anyone that decides to run a scam through Ethereum, that rolls back down on Ethereum too.
Interesting.
So this is the problem with Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin, the reason why Bitcoin will always be the biggest, in my opinion, is that every other coin is measured by Bitcoin. So just like how you have pairings in Forex, like US and Canadian, Bitcoin is the #1 pairing. So there's Ethereum Bitcoin, there's Ripple Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is the #1 traded currency when it comes to cryptocurrencies because it's the #1 pairing, because it's the most popular cryptocurrency.
Yeah, my little little birdies are rumbling about Ripple a lot the last couple of weeks. And I've actually, one of your guys that were breaking my chops on your page actually gave me a little lesson about it too. He said that they actually talked to the government or something. So that's interesting that, it's definitely moving in the right direction right now. I'd be cautiously optimistic, but short term, you could make a lot of money for sure.
I just think that, when it comes to millennials and, our community that watches this show is literally everybody, but the majority of the people that watch our show are between 25 and 45. 25 to 30. 25 to 35 is like millennials, and then 35 to 45 is like Generation X. And I'm in Generation X, right? So the Generation X people like me, a lot of us are already past it. Like a lot of my friends don't understand Bitcoin. They've never used it. They will never understand it. Like my parents, they don't understand Bitcoin. Like they will never probably use Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like the baby boomers are not really, some of them are hip with it. Like a lot of them are. I'm not trying to disrespect them, but a lot of them, like my parents, they don't even know what Bitcoin is, right? Like they don't care to ever use it. You know what I mean? Like it's too confusing.
I know. I remember doing a story about 3 years ago when the coin was, was rallying. It was in the teens, the thousands, and they were buying buildings in Brooklyn with it. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
There's restaurants here in Vancouver that accept Bitcoin. So the future, in my opinion, is Bitcoin will be a way that people will pay their employees. It'll be a way that people will pay for goods and services. It'll be a way that people will pay for meals, entertainment. Mark Cuban accepts Bitcoin at the Dallas Mavericks games.
Really?
Yes.
Does he charge a premium since it's so volatile? Because I know some places in Europe do that.
I don't know. I don't know if he charges a premium. I'm assuming it's the same because in his eyes, think about it. He's been accumulating it since it was at 3,000. It's at 8,000 now.
Wow.
So it's genius. It's genius for him. If he accumulates dollars, the dollar's losing value, right? So if he accumulates Bitcoin, Bitcoin's growing in value. It's genius for him to collect Bitcoin. Absolutely genius. He will eventually be one of the biggest holders of Bitcoin in the world.
Wow.
And
I know his biggest holdings are Amazon and Netflix. He sticks to his guns.
He's a genius. He's a genius. And another person who's really big into Bitcoin is Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he was trying to start a whole thing by himself with that for a while.
Yeah. Mr. Wonderful.
That guy is...
Mr. Wonderful, big Dragon's Den, big Canadian icon, big billionaire. He's big into Bitcoin too. So when all the big guys are getting into something, why do the big guys get into something? Because they want to hoard all the best assets. Why is gold going up? Because everyone who has money is buying gold. That's why gold is going up.
I think so.
The thing that people don't understand about the markets, and I'm trying to explain it to people, it's all just about buying and selling. So the thing is, if you have more buying than selling, the markets are going to go up. And we literally live in a world where there's a lot of people with a lot of money right now. There is. People are not understanding.
Cannabis, no one's buying, only selling. Right?
Nobody's buying, only selling. The institutions are not buying cannabis because they just doubled their money on Apple. They're making so much money on Tesla. You're going to go buy Aurora or you're going to go buy Tesla and double your money on Tesla. I mean, it's a no-brainer. So everybody's moving their money. So what are we going to do? Just sit there and kill ourselves with cannabis? It's crazy. It's suicide. It's a suicide mission.
You think gold goes over 2,000?
Yeah, I think gold goes over 2,000. Absolutely, it goes over 2,000. You guys heard it here first. Just remember who told you it's going over 2,000. And I know there's people that are saying that institutions. I know that there's people saying. I know people are saying institutions are going to short it. I'm like, short it. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm telling you right now, they're going to get squeezed. You want to know why? You want to know who owns all the gold, bro? Do you want to know who is the number one holder in the world of gold? I posted it in our group chat.
I would guess it's either China or India.
No, it's China, and it's by a large margin.
They've been buying gold a long time, I know.
No, actually, I apologize. I believe it's America. I believe it's America. I think it's America that actually owns, I got to go back. I think it's America that owns the majority of the gold. The Chinese own Bitcoin. Sorry, I got confused there. It's America that owns the majority of the world's gold. It's China that owns the majority of the world's Bitcoin.
Now, what about the Trump factor when he first got elected? There was a lot of talk of him going back to U.S. dollar to gold. And that was what kind of started the whole thing moving north. But now it's really got momentum, and there's nothing going to slow that down right now.
Oh, wow. Bitcoin, you guys, while we are live, gold is blowing up. It's at 1588. Holy smokes. It's at 1588. Wow.
Incredible.
Wow. And what did I say, Uncle Slammy? What have I been saying? And people have been talking about how institutions people were talking about how institutions in our group chat were shorting it today. Well, I'll tell you right now, those institutions just got squeezed. Those institutions just got squeezed because it just exploded. Wow. This is what I'm talking about. In our trading academy, we teach you guys how to buy gold. You could be making money buying gold right now. Literally be making money buying gold right now. It's crazy. It's crazy, man.
Are you still doing you said you were doing a little test the other day that worked out for you. Are you gonna get more serious about that?
Oh yeah, I'm very serious about it. I'm building my business. I'm very excited about building a Forex, gold, oil, Bitcoin, stock, options academy and have real training for members so members can get training 24 hours a day, 7 days a week and support so we make money. What I do not feel good about in 2019 is that I had tunnel vision in cannabis and they got obliterated. And I felt just very, I just felt disappointed that so many people got hurt, including myself. And I wanted to learn from that and make sure it never happened again as an investor. And I thought to myself, the only way that this can really never happens again is if I'm diversified. Because I remembered I was holding Bitcoin, it went down, I didn't sell. And then when Bitcoin exploded, I was able to sell my Bitcoin. I'm doing the exact same thing with my cannabis. I'm not going to sell it, but I'm going to not continue to accumulate it. I'm going to diversify. I'm going to accumulate Facebook, Snapchat, Uber, Tesla, Visa, MasterCard, and create wealth for myself and for my future.
You just said two of the most important stocks, and the people that think they're credit cards, they're not. They're technology stocks, Visa and MasterCard. Those stocks are going to be $1,000 very soon.
Oh man,
do not stop anything.
Gold is just flying. Holy moly. Gold is just going crazy.
People should
I just did a trade. I just did a live trade right now and just closed it. In and out of gold. Bam. Oil is also climbing, by the way, guys. Like literally while we were live, I just went in and out and bought some gold and it just shot. Holy moly. It just shot from 1588 to 1590. It's at 1590.91 right now. We're going to hit 1600, folks. Gold is going to 1600 live, maybe right now. Wow, this is crazy. So this is what I'm saying. Why are people buying gold? Because that is the safe haven. And when you go to a war, people are always going to be thinking that's going to create volatility. It's going to create fear. Where are they going to put their money, Uncle Slammy? They're going to put it in gold because that's the safe haven.
And that's also, you're right about that. And also, even if there isn't any war, you have that protection. You definitely want gold somewhere in your portfolio, and you definitely want at least 3% of your assets in crypto. If you want to go more, that's great, but at least 3% to hedge yourself.
Yeah, I got a question from the audience. Yom is asking, how about tilt? What do you think about tilt, Uncle Slammy?
I'm not a big fan of tilt, but I do not follow. Rich is definitely the one to ask about tilt.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you if tilt, what tilt is their stock that's really just got crushed, just like a Cannabis. It's another one that got crushed, but they're another company that's got tons of revenue. They're growing and they have a future. They're another MedMen. They just been obliterated, like everybody in the sector. Eventually they'll figure it out. And they'll either do a reverse, just like Huge did. Right now, Huge looks like a genius. So this is a copycat industry. So, wow, gold is flying. Oh my God. I'm gonna buy it again. I have
That's
to.
really interesting in saying that about.
Wow, gold is going to 1600 right now. Holy moly!
I believe.
Holy moly!
But I think that's very interesting with the cannabis stock.
Wow, I just sold gold again. I just made another trade on gold. I went in and out again. While we're live, I'm making trades. This is nuts. I got in at 15.95.32. Got out at 15.95.56. I'm playing with two bills, $200, and on those two trades, I just made $3.50. So I'm playing with little money so that I can figure out. Pardon me?
Just keep doing that over and over again.
Yeah, I'm making like $30 US a day, just doing that over and over and over again. And it's not risky because I'm gambling pennies. So even if I lose, I don't care. But what I'm trying to do is get a feel for the gold, right? But the thing is, it has very crazy moves, man, where it goes up and down very violently. So if you get caught up, oh wow, it's at 1597. Holy smokes. It's going to 1600.
Oh.
It's going to 60. So this is what I mean. It has crazy moves up and down. So like yesterday, it was around 1570 and it dropped to like 1550. So you could get crushed because we're trading like futures. So like when it drops $1, depending on how much you're betting, if I bet 5 cents, that's $5. If I bet 1 penny, it's $1. So if this drops from 1596 to 1550, like it did yesterday, then that would be 40 times whatever I bet. So if I bet a penny, I would lose $40. If I bet 5 pennies, I would lose $200 and I would blow my whole account. And then what happened yesterday is it went down to 1555 because I'm sure the institutions were shorting it. And then it exploded up. And now here it is at 1595. So if I bought even 5 cents worth yesterday, which I did, but I sold, I didn't stay in because it's so volatile. I was scared because it's so high up. You don't like, here it is. It's dropping right now. It just dropped from 1596 to 1593. Now it's down to 1592. So do you see how you can get caught up? You can get, because this thing is moving constantly. So you could be making money up. You can make money down. But I wouldn't be shorting this because I don't want to get caught on the move up because the trend has been up. This has moved up from 1500 to 1600 essentially over the last month, right?
Has it crossed 1600 today?
No, the highest it's gone is 1598.
Yeah, well, if it hits 1600, you look out for 1625, man. That thing's gonna go.
Well, it's more of a mental thing. Like I'm pretty sure it's gonna break 1600 because it's not gonna stop at 1598. But right now, it's going down, and this is the game that the market makers play. They play with your emotion because everybody started buying that up. They see that huge candle green and they're like, oh my God, it's going to 16. I'm going to buy. They expect it to go through. Now it's coming down again. Now it's at 1592.
Wow.
So you can get caught up really quick and you can make money up and down very quick. I mean, this is the game that I'm playing. This is what people are not understanding. I'm not physically buying gold. I'm trading gold futures. So I can make money on those little spreads, up and down, like very quickly. I can make money in and out, in and out. I'm playing with little money, but some of the big guys that are in my academy, they're playing with millions. So they're making like $10,000, $20,000 a day. And they can make that in 2 seconds. They just wait for a setup. Either it's a momentum trade or a reversal. So gold just went all the way up like crazy from 1587 to 1596. It went up 10 pips. I'm doing this on my phone. I'm literally watching my phone, watching these candles go up and down, and I can literally make money just up and down, up and down, up and down on my phone.
Man, Gary V will be patting you on the back, that's for sure. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, life is about knowledge, right? And one thing I'm learning is you never stop learning. And the second you stop learning is the second you stop earning. I truly believe that. And if you think that you know it all, in this life will humble you. And when you think you have it all, typically life will humble you and show you that you don't. So the second that I started learning more, it's like a whole new world just opened up to me. Like I never looked at gold. Yeah. I thought that gold was slow. Look, gold is flying again. By the way, gold is back to 1596 and it's on the way up again. I'll tell you, it's going to go to 1600, probably while we're alive. 1596.80, it's flying. It's pointing everything. All the indicators are pointing right up right now. Sorry, go ahead.
Positivity is definitely. You know, that's another thing going back to the cannabis stocks the guy asked about too. You know, at this point with these companies, you definitely want to check out the management team, their structure. You just want to go back to ABC, pardon the pun with ACB, but you want to go back and you want to just do your due diligence, check everything out, make sure they're going forward, make sure that their costs are under control, and make sure they don't have any problems with the lawsuits, and then you place your bets accordingly. But I would go very slowly in the cannabis. I wouldn't be.
I just closed another trade. I just closed another trade. I got in at 50.96.86. I got out at 50.96.99. Made 65 cents. So I've made four trades.
What kind of commissions are they getting you on?
I'm paying them 5 cents a trade. I use Hugo's Way. I use a broker called Hugo's Way, and I pay 5 cents a trade. By the way, gold is it was just at 15.97. Here we are, 15.97. So we're only $3 away from 1600. So 5 cents a trade, man. But I can do trades all day long. I can do 100, 200 trades a day. It's nuts, right? And like I said, I'm only playing with a little bit. So once I get my account up to $2,000, instead of making $30 a day, just doing what I'm doing, I could be making $300 a day. So instead of trading with like 5 cents, I could be trading with 10 cents. You just go up a little bit. You know, a lot of the bigger guys, they trade with $1. So when it moves up 1 pip, that's like $100, right? I'm trading with 5 cents. If it goes up 5 pips, I make $5. So it depends on.
It's very attractive. It's very attractive, but you gotta know what you're doing and do exactly how you're doing it. That start small and learn that way. So
Yeah, and the thing is, with the academy that I'm in, they actually have 100 mentors. So they actually do live trading. So they teach you how to trade. So that's why I like it. So when I'm not doing my own business and I'm not researching my own stocks and doing my thing, I'm on their platform and I'm learning. I'm learning about different indicators. I'm learning about different assets, different pairings. And they have guys talking about Bitcoin. They got guys talking about Apple. They got guys talking about, Forex, like US versus Canadian dollar. And everybody has their own things that they trade. So I'm constantly learning every day now about different industries. I'm reading news now about oil, gold, Canadian versus US. So it's just making me learn through osmosis. Whereas before, I just had tunnel vision. All I was researching was cannabis.
Yeah, you know what I like, and not many people like it right now. I like liquid natural gas. I like UND. You guys, not you guys as much, but UND, UNG, natural gas. I think I'm gonna hold it a while, and I think it'll come back. I think they play games with the supply, and right now there's oversupply, but they'll play games with it eventually, and I'll make a killing. So I've been buying that slowly too, a little bit at a time. But I bought that GBTC. I wish I did it yesterday, but I bought it this morning when it pulled back a little bit, and I'm up like 9% already.
And what I tell you about GBTC? Didn't I tell everybody that was a good buy?
That was you. No, that was your TV, man. I would have never known about that thing without you. You were the guy.
I just did a video on it when it was at $7. I told everyone at $7, this is the time to get in. Bitcoin's gonna blow. Bitcoin was at 6,800, 6,600. Now Bitcoin's at 8,000. I told everybody Bitcoin was gonna blow. Bitcoin's at 8,000, and it's gonna go higher. Mark my words, because Bitcoin is having March 20th.
The great scale, they play the commercials all the time on CNBC, and that was before they had a commercial. We were yapping about it for months.
Bitcoin is going to be having, Bitcoin is going to be having March 20th, 2020. The reason why that date is so important is that is the day that the Bitcoin miners are going to lose 50% of their income.
Wait. Explain that to me. What do you mean they're going to lose 50% of their income?
Because what's going to happen is Bitcoin, they mine their coins. It's called mining. So what they do when they're mining these coins is they're only able to mine a certain amount of Bitcoin up until a certain number because they've put a cap on it. They can reduce the cap and they can change the cap at any time, but right now they've structured it where there's a cap. So what's happening is the miners are only going to be making 50% of what they used to make. Because of that, the whole industry doesn't want the miners to stop mining Bitcoin because they want it to be profitable. If it's not profitable, it's going to cost you more money in electricity than you would make money. So people won't do it. And then Bitcoin dies. So that's not going to happen. So what's going to happen is all the rich guys, all the Chinese that are rich that own these Bitcoin, they're going to shoot the coin up double because that way the miners can go back to making money again.
Holy crap. You know, they like to be in cold places. Apparently, these computers run real hot.
That's right.
I've seen a picture, a video on a guy in Iceland. He's got this huge computer and it's outside because it's cold. Crazy.
Wow. Reefer Al Joint is saying Iran launched an attack on the U.S. soldiers in Iraq. Associated Press. What do you think about that? You're in America. I'm in Canada. I've been making a couple of videos because I'm just like freaked out about it. What do you think as an American in New York? You were there when the towers got taken down. You were in New York, right?
Yeah, I was downtown, yeah.
So you were there physically when that attack happened on American soil.
Put it this way, I was going the wrong direction. I was going towards the towers as everybody was running from the towers because I was trying to get shots and stuff, but it was just bad. I mean, it's horrible. But, you know, when it comes to war or anything like that, it's not America and Canada. It's North America. We're all together, man.
No, I agree. Listen, man. Hey, listen, I agree. But at the end of the day, it is still different. Like we have different news. We have different news outlets. So anyone who's in Canada, I'm sure they'd love to hear what an American thinks about the war. For me to even talk about the war in another country that is like from another president, it's difficult because I'm not American. I'm doing it from a Canadian perspective. So it's nice to hear directly from an American, you know, what people are thinking over there about it. Like, do you think this is a good thing?
You know, I'm a little bit upset because I'm in the news and I see a lot of Democrats, which I'm not Democrat or Republican. I'm an independent. I'm highly against teams. I never pick a side. You know, I joke around about Uncle Trumpy this, Uncle Trumpy that all the time. But to be honest with you, I grew up with the guy. I know what he is. But beside all that, we have men and women that live here and their kids are over there and now they're in harm's way and that's never good. But I think it may end up being a good thing for Iran in the long run for their people. I think it's about, you know, it needed to have a shakedown, hopefully. But now they're saying Iran is Iraq, or they're together. Iran kind of took over Iraq when we left. So I don't really know exactly all the details, but I do know that right now, short term, it's going to rattle things. And you can take advantage of it with the gold, with the Bitcoin, with the oil, with the nat gas. Eventually, I think we'll catch up into it. But it's not good. War is never good, you know? But the one good thing is that the U.S. got rid of all their old shit. They either sold it or used it in Gulf War I. So now anything they're going to do is going to be all high-tech, all new shit, you know? And that's kind of scary for those people over there. He said he picked up 52 targets, 52 hostages back in the 70s. And that could be really bad, you know, some of those people don't know what the fuck's coming their way. It's not going to be good. Let's put it that way.
Oh, of course. I mean, nobody wins in war, especially the people that are in the middle of the friendly fire. I mean, that's just terrible for the families and the kids and everybody that's involved in that, you know. And nobody knows, nobody really knows because we're not there what the truth is. Sorry, go ahead.
It's 12 guys in each country that are pissed at each other. You know, it's not all the people against all the people. That's crazy. It's not like
yeah, exactly. It's all the politicians. Politicians are pushing the buttons, and then the people got to go and put their lives on the line.
That's scary business, man.
Yeah, man. I pray for anybody that ever is involved in war anywhere in the world, man. I'm a humanitarian. I just want to make love, not war. I'm a peaceful person.
Yeah.
I don't get anything out of watching people suffer or die or get bombed or get killed anywhere in the world, whether it be Canada, America, Iran, you know, anywhere in the world. I don't, you know, there's a lot of horrible stuff happening in Africa, you know, like horrible stuff, tragedies, right? You know, atrocities are happening in Africa every day with children being put guns in their hands. So it's a crazy time, man. It's a crazy world we live in right now, you know, crazy world.
Yeah. I think more things are going to happen here domestically that they're not, you know, there's a lot of sleeper cells supposedly They're constantly taking shit out that they don't tell you about, that they find out about, and they don't even tell the public about it. In fact, the other day, they found a cell in Brooklyn, and we were on our way to go cover it, and they turned us around. They said, no press. We got to cut it out. We got to leave.
Wow.
We couldn't even cover it.
That's crazy.
So it's serious business.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Uncle Slammy, thank you very much for joining today, buddy. I'm glad that you're on the show. Let's make this...
had a lot of fun.
Let's make this a regular thing. For everyone that's watching, that's Uncle Slammy. He's in New York. He's in the media business. He literally does. Who do you make? Like, do you ever film Trump?
I haven't in a long time. I haven't since he was president, but I have many times been in his office, many times in his boardroom, many times in his office through the years. Yeah.
How about Mad Money? Thank you very much. You gave me those bulls and those bears. People probably seen some of those.
Time, man. I got more stuff for you. I was just going through my basement. I found more swag.
I love it, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. And you know what? Let's make this like a regular thing where we get you on the show and we just talk about what's going on, trending topics, news, and just, everyone wants to hear your opinion. We really like you in the Telegram, and you're always fun and you're always very entertaining. And it's good, we can't always be we can't always be positive about everything. Sometimes it's good to have Uncle Slammy come in and be like, hey, you know what? Aurora right now really sucks. And, it's good for us to know, hey, you know what, guys? We shouldn't get tunnel vision just because we're cannabis enthusiasts. We shouldn't get tunnel vision. We got to make money. We are investors first, and we work hard for our money. We shouldn't be putting our money in anything where we can lose, okay? We want to put our money in something where we can win.
Out there I annoyed today. I apologize if I annoyed you today, but I like pushing buttons. That's all.
No, I don't think you annoyed anybody. I think everybody knows you're a very entertaining guy and you're just having fun.
But just so you guys know, I can take it as much as I dish it out. It's fine. It's all good. I love you all.
All right, Uncle Slammy. Thank you for joining us, bro. Have a great day. I hope you continue to win in the markets. And let's have you on again soon, my friend.
I see a lot of success in your future, bro. You keep up your energy and you're going to be just fine, buddy.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, bro. Cheers.
All right. Peace out.
Cheers. That is Uncle Slammy. That was the first time he's been live on the show. So I just bought gold. It went down, and now it's coming back up. So I'm actually down on my trade right now. It's very scary because it did explode. I'm actually in at 1593.50. Oh, I'm about to be up. There we go. I'm in the blue. I'm on the blue, and I'm going to cancel my trade right now. I'm out. I got out with 35-cent profit. It's just too risky, man. It's going up like crazy, up and down like crazy. I should have stayed in. Let's see. XAUUSD. Oh, I should have stayed in. It's gone higher. Oh, it's going higher. Oh, it's going higher. Oh, it's going higher. I should have stayed in. Oh, it's at 15.95. Oh, I wasn't looking at the chart. I was just trying to close it. We were live. Don't trade while you're live. It's probably not the best way to be trading. How's the oil prices? Let me pull up oil. It's cool, man. I got all this on my phone, man. It's cool that I got all this on my phone. Let's go. Oil. Oil is at 62.71. Let's open up the chart. Oil's at 62.71. It did go as high as 62.85. It's come back down. Currently at 62.71. But gold, whoo-wee, gold is at 15.94. It's absolutely on fire as predicted. Wow. All right, guys. I don't know what's going on with the war. I pray for everybody. I wish everybody a great day. Thank you guys for joining. If you're not winning, you're not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. Wi-Fi, big news, breaking news. Keep your eye on Wi-Fi. And gold's on fire. Tesla's on fire. All picks we've been talking about every single day. I love green gold too, guys. FSD, Pharma was on fire. I'm not going to tell you about it, but they're on fire. It's true. We don't leave like that. So we got to leave in style because we got to give a shout out to our boy Il Kid. And does anybody have any requests for any songs they would like to hear on the way out? I think we could put full alert on for gold. What do you guys think? Put a full alert on gold. Put a full alert on gold. Where are we at here? We put a full alert on gold. Full alert.
Cannabis stocks and CEO.
We're on a full alert.
Brought to you by Rick.
Gold is on a full alert.
Ill Kid, Rich TV Live. You know it's a full alert, baby.
It's Ducati Beats.
Yeah. Full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Yeah. I told y'all motherfuckers about a brother and how it's gonna blow up. And Kira did the same and make you throw up. I was talking about Kush bottles, KSHB. I was talking about I ain't this and what they gon' be. It was BBO. We gave you all the answers. TRST shit, you know it's dangerous. Don't forget about Africa, we brought you into harvest. But why you still hate on the QI? That shit is far-fetched, it's the 52-week lows. That's just how it goes. Rich TV is here, we about to make some dough. Yo, right on everything in January, shit is popping out. Rolling up some good in the back with it, and we bumping clouds. Bow down, I ain't hating like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Yeah, full alert is full alert. Let me take you to the future with ACD on top and Afro right next to that shit in the second slot. I'm like Jordan in his prime, shooting with Pippen, making money all the time, fucking with some man. Kush bottles ain't going nowhere. You know what's gaining hype, and if you ain't watching, you ain't winning. It's time to say goodnight. Tina with the fever, that shit diva with the hitter. You can leave that shit with Beaver. I don't fuck with non-believers. I got fire in my pocket, make my way up to Supreme. If you bet on this company, you gon' make some cream. XOY, I got lots of that. It's about to pop and fat. I ain't gotta stop the rap to tell you that you copping that Vivo. I buy that in my Speedo with eyes closed, eating a burrito or eating on some fucking Cheetos. Yeah, you know you buy that shit. It's a new strike on these haters and the missile get you hit. Yo, bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Bow down, I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a greater trader than you. Yeah, full alert is full alert. Yo, full alert is full alert. Full alert is full alert. Yo, full alert is full alert. TV Live. Ill Kid in the fucking building.
Oh yeah, so I didn't even tell you. So the way this academy works, like you guys know that we have like thousands of people that watch Rich TV Live, right? Like worldwide. So the way the academy works is I only need 3 people on my downline. After that, everyone that comes in goes underneath my people. So I have already 18 people, and I have like 5 more today alone that like message me to join. So it's growing like rocket fuel. So what I'm doing is I'm literally taking those people and putting them on my people's teams. So once you have 2 people on your team, you no longer have to pay for the monthly membership. So I'm just going to build your team for you. So anybody that gets in early, you're going to go along for a ride because I'm going to build an empire here. And I plan to put a few thousand people on my team pretty quick. So love to have you guys be a part of the team. Get in early while we're just starting. So those people go underneath you. And as the organization explodes, so will your income. Thank you guys very much. Boys out. Peace. Yeah. Ill Kid is the man. He's the man. He's the full alert guy. Ill Kid's the full alert guy. But I got another song that I really like too. Where is it? Where is it at? Everybody hates on me. All you do is play music and stuff. I'm like, yo, this is original content, man. This is original music. What do you mean? Why are you hating so hard?
Hey guys, this is Rich from Rich TV Live. The resurrection is coming, so get ready. I told you.
This
you're
is
not
from
winning,
Avon.
You're not watching.
Thank you, Avon,
It's
for the
true.
song.
Your boy brings you winners, and we bring them to you first. And get ready, because the cannabis stocks.
I got some mad
they're gonna
FOMO for gold right now.
explode.
FOMO is real.
That's right. They're gonna explode.
Diversification is a protection against ignorance. I mean, if you want to make sure that nothing bad happens to you relative to the market, you own everything. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's a perfectly sound approach for somebody who does not feel they know how to analyze businesses. If you know how to analyze businesses and value businesses, it's crazy.
SD has a tight float, man.
Stocks or 30 stocks. Rich TV. Watch Rich TV. Rich TV. Rich TV. Watch Rich TV. Rich like me.
Invest in companies and businesses that you can see still being successful 20 years from now. That's the Warren Buffett model. Invest in the best, invest in blessed, and invest in companies. You've identified the number one pick. And if you've been buying Truly for the last 5 months and riding the wave, you're up between 75 to 80%. Congratulations to everyone.
Woo, Bitcoin. Oh my goodness, Bitcoin. Yo. Bitcoin is flying. Woo! 8,261. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I love me some Bitcoin. Woo, Bitcoin 82.75. Oh my goodness, straight up. Woo, 83.03, 83.08. Oh my goodness. I just bought some Bitcoin. Let's see what happens. Just ride it. It might get crushed, or it might be a very good move. Uh-oh, it's getting crushed. Oh shit. It's going down 82.70. Just went from 8,300 to 82.70. Come on, Bitcoin, pump it up. 82.95, 82.97, 8,300, 8,302. Bitcoin is flying. Wow. As predicted, Bitcoin is on fire. All right, guys, I'm out.